This is part 6 in the series, which covers this original war diary, written by a communications officer who was part of the 71st Infantry Division, the first German division to enter Stalingrad, where it would be eventually wiped out. In this video, we'll follow Heinz's diary entries for June 25th and 26th, 1941, as Heinz's unit, part of Army Group South, continued its forced march into the Soviet Union. I'll use rare associated film clips to bring his story to life, and original situational maps to give you an overview of their section of the front. When we were last with Heinz, early in the morning, he was part of a team that had been sent to repair a damaged communications line. Mittwoch, den 25.06.41. Früh geht es weiter. Die Straße ist vollgestopft. Early in the morning, we are up and on the move again. The road is jam-packed with vehicles, soldiers, and guns. The situation is absolutely chaotic. We travel on through Niemirow, where a large tank battle took place. Along the way, we pass burned-out tanks, destroyed guns, and dead horses. Civilian looters searched through still-burning houses, looking for anything worth taking. In front of a house that burned down lies a dead woman. Next to her is a young girl of about 4 years old that is crying uncontrollably. I give her a piece of cracker, the only food that I'm carrying, and she gobbles it down hungrily. Da der Tross hinten bleibt, muss ich. Since the supply convoy has remained behind, I have to walk back to retrieve the radio set. Unfortunately, mine is the last truck in the convoy, which means that I'm about an hour behind the rest of the staff. Hurrying back, I eventually do manage to catch up when they stop for a short rest, but the quick advance continues, and I'm forced to march on. After another 6 hours, we get to a nice creek where we finally stop for a rest. This is the original war atlas for the German High Command for Operation Barbarossa. We'll take a look at the situational map for June 25th, 1941, the day that we've been following in Heinz's entry. The 71st Infantry Division, which was led by General of the Infantry Alexander von Hartmann, was in Army Group South in the 17th Army, and was part of the 4th Army Corps. It can be seen here. Army Group South's first major objective was the taking of Lemberg, which was the name of the city when it was part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Ukrainian name for the city is Lviv. The enemy units that stood in the way of the 71st's advance were the Soviet 34th Tank Division, the 41st Infantry Division, and the 2nd Motorized Division. We are finally able to wash ourselves and then get a warm meal of bread, sausage, and coffee. In the evening, tanks are spotted in the area and we have to move out quickly. We march until midnight and stop in a thick forest where we set up camp for the night. It's terribly cold. Donnerstag, den 26.06.41. Schon 3 Uhr. At 300 hours, we are up and on the move again. After a few hours marching, we stop at the edge of a forested area. In front of us is a village occupied by the enemy that is under artillery fire, and we can easily see the explosions. Suddenly, a man who was part of a nocturnal recon team pops up in front of the village and begins running towards our position. He evidently had wandered in the wrong direction and fallen asleep in a field just in front of the enemy. Still somewhat dark, we can make out the form of about 20 Soviet tanks that drive right past him and take up position behind the village, evidently in preparation for an attack. Using the radio set, I report the enemy formation, and within a few minutes am told that the area will be hit by an additional artillery barrage at 1330 hours. At precisely 1330 hours, the first shells of the barrage streak above our heads and plaster the area. Within 10 minutes, what remained of the village is quickly turned into a smoldering mess. A little later, a German fighter is seen trailing a Soviet plane. Quickly, the enemy plane begins billowing a long smoke trail and crashes to the ground. It's a warm summer evening, and we don't go to bed until late at night. If you like material created using primary historical sources like this, please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Use the QR code to create a free account and check out the example exclusive footage. Thanks for watching.